All right, it is Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. That means it's time for another Toast Tuesday. Thank you guys for joining us today. I am Mike.
And I'm Cameron.
And we're testing out some new microphones today. We said last week that we were going to add another mic to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So we tested it off air just a little while ago with Jane. Everything seemed to work okay.
A-okay.
Had three of us using it, but we're trying them out here for the show as well. We'll see how the quality is. I'm not sure they're going to be quite as good as the other one, and we got to get the fuzzy covers
We got to
on.
get the funny covers.
I did attempt to put those on, but was struggling. So need some time with those to get the fuzzy mic covers on. June 17th.
June 17th.
You know whose birthday it is today?
I do not.
Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow. Do you know who Barry Manilow is? Be honest.
Know by name, but not by face. That's it.
Famous singer, piano player from back in, I think, the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Even, kind of before.
Way before me.
Well, not really before me, but when I was a youngster.
Yeah.
When I was a youngster. Yeah. Barry Manilow, born in 1943 on this Toast Tuesday. He is 82 years old today. So happy birthday to Barry Manilow, famous for Mandy.
Oh, I know Mandy.
Looks Like We Made It.
Maybe.
You probably know that one too. You got to know Copacabana.
Maybe.
Copacabana.
Probably.
Everybody knows Copacabana. At the
Copacabana. Yeah, I do know Copacabana.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. So there was a day last year. I don't even remember what prompted this. I must have heard the song or something, and I thought, I bet there's like Copacabana remixes out there on Spotify, and I started searching for like remixes, like DJ dance remixes of Copacabana. And I just went down this wormhole, like dove into all these different Copacabana remixes that I just was blasting in the car for like a half hour. I don't know. It was very. I don't know why. I don't know how that happened, but I couldn't get enough of it. Couldn't get enough Copacabana remixes. You know what happened on this day?
What did happen?
In 1885. That's 140 years ago.
It's a very long time ago.
140 years ago. The Statue of Liberty arrived in the New York Harbor on this day in 1885.
1885.
Have you ever seen the Statue of Liberty?
I have.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
It is very pretty.
Can you imagine like them building something like that in 1885?
It's insane.
Like really is. It's impressive.
No power tools, nothing.
That it's that old and it was that long ago that this when it first arrived to the New York Harbor. New York Harbor, June 17th, 1885.
A long time ago.
Here's a day you're gonna like today.
Of course.
Here's a day you're gonna like. It's National Mascot Day.
Oh,
National Mascot Day. Remember we did a top 5 mascots. I think that was one of your ideas. You said I want to do top 5 mascots. We said let's do it. You're number 1, San Diego Chicken.
I love the chicken.
Yeah,
I love him.
Today's his day.
It's his day.
His or her day. I'm not sure.
It's true. We don't know who's under the mask,
of the San Diego Chicken. But yeah, this is National Mascot Day today.
Today's for you,
big
Mr.
day
Chicken.
For national mascots. It's also National Root Beer Day.
Oh, I love root beer.
You like root beer?
I do like root beer.
I was curious if you did or not. Here's an odd one. It's National Eat Your Vegetables Day.
Got it.
Eat Your Vegetables Day today,
Gross.
Cameron. Yeah, I know you don't eat salad, so I feel like your vegetable list might be a little short.
Yes.
What can you just name? Can you name like?
I can name probably 3 vegetables that
you eat. Okay, let's name.
Lettuce.
Well, no, you said you don't eat salad. How can you eat
only
lettuce?
on a burger. Only on a burger.
Oh, just on a burger.
On a burger.
Okay,
I won't eat it by itself.
I don't even know if I count that.
It's not really.
Okay.
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
If it's steamed.
Only if it's steamed.
Only if it's steamed.
Okay.
And then corn, and that's it.
Corn. That's it.
No baby carrots. I've tried. I do not like carrots.
Broccoli.
Corn, broccoli, and lettuce.
And just on a burger, though.
Just on a burger.
And a sandwich, maybe?
And a sandwich I could do. Okay. Yeah.
But no salad.
No salad.
All right. Wow.
That's the very
I eat
small.
a lot of vegetables, but I eat way more than that. No onions?
No. Well, okay, I guess we can do 4.
All right.
Onions are good.
Red and green peppers?
I guess those are vegetables too.
They are.
So maybe the list is getting bigger and bigger. I like peppers.
Right. I keep going. Tomatoes? Mushrooms?
I do like mushrooms.
See, look at you.
Okay, so there are vegetables that like.
All right, so you eat more than you think you do. All right,
maybe
well,
that
it's
is
National
true.
Eat Your Vegetables Day.
Well, I'm going to eat all those vegetables today.
Yeah, you should. You should. All right. How was your week?
Oh, it was a very low-key week, I would say.
Low key.
Low key, nothing crazy. But I did listen to the Value of Value episode that you starred in.
Value of Values.
You and Jason did a phenomenal job in that episode. Jason. Oh, Thomas. I'm sorry.
Oh, you are something.
So funny. I totally forgive you. I thought it was hysterical. I was dying.
All right. That's good. You got him back. Good. We'll talk a little bit about that before we get to the end of the show.
I like the episode.
So, yeah, good. So glad you gave that a listen. That was good, right?
It was very good.
Yeah,
very informative.
I enjoyed it. Good week here. We bottled the unoaked Chardonnay.
Nice.
So, yeah, that is in the bottle. Not on the shelf yet, but in the bottle. So we'll get that out soon, I'm sure. And we're getting ready to all these bottlings that we've been doing, that we've been talking about week after week. Well, this place is jam-packed with wine right now. Jam-packed. Like, you can't even walk in the back barely because there's so much wine back there. So we're getting a bunch together to move offsite right now. So that's going to happen actually later today. That's going to happen on get that wine out of here. Truck is coming to pick that up. Here's a kind of a fun fact why I bring that up today. Did you know that we can only store wine at a premises that is part of a bonded winery?
Interesting.
Yes, and when I say that, like, your winery license has buildings attached to it as well that's considered part of the winery license. And so you can only store wine at a place that is part of a winery license. Interesting, right? You can't just go out and like rent a storage building and or your uncle's warehouse down the road. Right. Hey, I got some extra space. Why don't you store your wine here? It can't happen that way. It actually has to be at a bonded winery. We partner with Pleasant Valley Wine Company in Hammondsport. They partner with quite a few of us here in the area where they store wine for us from an overflow standpoint. So we'll have a truck come in, we'll load it up, and it'll take it off to Hammondsport down at Pleasant Valley Wine Company. On paper, the wine actually transfers over to them.
Oh,
like it's not part of our official wine inventory from a government standpoint. It then becomes the property and responsibility of Pleasant Valley when we store it over there. So it actually gets transferred from our winery license to their winery license. And then when I need to get it out, it obviously gets transferred back to us at that time.
It to you.
So it's interesting. The world of wine is fascinating. I know I brought up a few of these topics, and it's very heavily regulated. Alcohol is heavily regulated by the government, and there's all these very specific things that you have to follow. And storing of wine is another big one. Pleasant Valley it's just a massive facility.
I've seen
massive facility down there, and so they certainly have the room to do this. We're certainly appreciative that they're willing to take our wine in and look after it carefully for us.
Thank you.
I could do a whole show on Pleasant Valley Wine Company, just alone, right? They've got so much history.
Yeah, I would agree.
There's so many things that we could explore and do a deep dive on. They were bonded winery #1 after Prohibition. When Prohibition ended and they opened up they were bonded winery #1 in the United States.
That is awesome.
Incredible history.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they have one of the best value champagnes that you can get. Not just in the Finger Lakes, that you can get, period.
Hands down.
Best value. Their Brut champagne is amazing. And you know what a second fun fact of the day is today?
I also want to know.
They can call it champagne, which is why I use that name.
Yes.
Because they were grandfathered in and got permission from France.
That is so cool.
To be able to call their sparkling wine champagne.
That is awesome.
Is that incredible?
That's insane.
Incredible.
You're right. There's a lot of history there.
Yeah, there's more to that I'd have to deep dive into to tell the whole story, but they are able to call it champagne, which is what I'm doing. It's like one of the only places in the world, I think, that can call their sparkling wine champagne, except for bubbly coming from Champagne, France.
Yeah.
So, incredible history, incredible story. Pleasant Valley Wine Company. And a wonderful Brut champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that I love. All right, what's happening at Toast Winery?
Mm.
What's happening at Toast Winery? So last week we did a show.
Mm-hmm.
We always talk about what's happening at Toast Winery.
We do.
Between last week's show and this week's show, we have a new wine pairing.
We do have a new wine pairing.
We didn't talk about that last show.
We did not. A little surprise snack attack, we would call it.
Pop-up wine pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Summer snack attack.
Summer snack attack.
Summer snack attack. Yeah, so we have a new pairing. We debuted it this weekend. What do you think?
I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Some of these little items that are a part of it, I would never think could go together. Like the watermelon and feta cheese, for example. I've never heard that, but it sounds delicious.
It's really cool. So the last 2 years, we actually have done a summer food themed pairing in June.
Mm-hmm.
We thought, you know what, let's not do that this year. We'll take a break, June, July, off from doing special pairings. And then the pickles come back in August, of course, right?
Absolutely.
But we had so many people ask, well, what's next? Now that the pickles are over, what's next? What are you doing now?
What do we do?
We felt like we had to come up with it, that we should do it. So Jane and I decided, between obviously it was the last moment thing, to say, hey, we need to pull a pairing together. So we decided to put this summer snack attack pairing together. It's really good.
I do agree.
It's really good. Like there are we do pairings throughout the year. The pickle pairing, of course, is the one that I think is the fan favorite, and it really does blow your mind the way that wine and these different pickles go together. This one is pretty incredible as well. Pretty incredible as well. You want to talk about the different things that are on the foods that are on the pairing?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do we got?
So we got a nice skin fermented dry Riesling. I probably should have brought the list because
that's okay. Let's just talk about the foods. Right?
Okay,
wines,
okay, that's perfect.
The wines will.
Good.
Again, the wines were very specifically chosen with each one of these food items.
That's easy.
You'll have to come in to see what the wines are going to be. But incredible. But let's talk about the foods.
We got some kettle potato chips.
Kettle potato chips.
Nice pickle dip.
Who doesn't like? Like potato chips in the summer, right?
It's a staple.
Yes, summer staple snack. And what do you got next?
Oh, we got pickle dip.
Pickled dip.
Pickled dip.
Pickled dip.
Still kind of sneak their way in there too.
Yeah, so pickled flavored seasonings with a little sour cream. I think it's sour cream. But
a little mayo too.
We do make it. I think we do make it in the back. With like a dip, like a vegetable dip or a pretzel dip, whatever you want to use it for. So that's there.
A strawberry Chardonnay cheese.
Say that again.
A strawberry Chardonnay cheese.
Strawberry Chardonnay cheese. How cool is that?
A little unique, I would say.
That is really cool, and it's really good too.
Yeah,
really good cheese. Strawberry Chardonnay. Yep.
One more. We got Cheeky Monkey tomato garlic oil. Who doesn't like Cheeky Monkey?
A lot of people know that one. Cheeky Monkey tomato garlic oil, staple out of Syracuse, New York. Very regional type of offering. That you can't really find everywhere, except for this area here. It's wonderful. All right. And then you already mentioned this one, but say it again.
The watermelon and feta cheese combo.
Fresh cut watermelon.
Fresh cut watermelon.
That we topped with feta cheese. It's pretty amazing. That is the wow out of all of these for sure. That is definitely the wow food. That is like, oh my gosh, it is so good.
Never heard of that, but
so
it's
good.
So
Neither
good.
have I, but amazing. So that's our summer snack attack pairing. I wouldn't do it justice though if I didn't mention that. Okay, so we got these great foods. The wine pairings with them are incredible.
Yes, they are.
They are to me, they are on par with the pickle pairings. They're that mind-changing, mind-blowing in terms of how well and how that wine changes and just pulls out all these positive aspects of the wine that are there, but the food really enhances them and make them pop.
Yeah, it does.
So it is. It's one of those ones where you take it and you're like, oh my gosh, this pairing is so good.
It's beautiful.
So come in and do it, and I know it's one of those things you got to experience it. We can talk about it all day, but you got to do it to really experience it. Really good. We're running that at least through the end of June. I don't know if we'll carry it over into 4th of July or not, but definitely for the rest of this month.
Got it till June.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Good.
What else is going on at Toast Winery? We talked about a few of these things before. Monday night music.
I like Monday night music.
Monday night music, live music, just a few weeks away, July 7th.
Not far away.
That kicks off our first evening of live music. You can also, and while you're listening to that live music, enjoy a charcuterie board of your choice, because it is make your own, right?
Build
make your own charcuterie boards will be available. Fresh baked pretzels will be available.
Love those pretzels.
As well as, of course, our wine. We'll have local beer and local cider. Come out and enjoy some beautiful live music again. Monday, July 7th, 5 to 7 p.m. Gone with the Dogs.
Gone with the Dogs.
The tasting pass that I still didn't write the dates down, but it is in August.
It is in August.
Third week of August.
Oh, okay. Third week in August.
Gone with the Dogs, a week-long tasting pass celebrating wine and dogs. What could be better? Bring your best friend, your pal, your dogs with you while you're wine tasting. So all the participating wineries, you just come in and do a tasting when you have this pass. It's a great value deal, and you get to bring your dog.
Get a little sweet treat here and there for your pupper.
There might be a little treat available for your furry friend as well at these different wineries. So
that's adorable.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. People really do like that. And then what's the sangria?
Oh, the white peach tea sangria is back.
White peach tea sangria. That's
Love
back.
That one.
We did some over the weekend. People, or even during the week, we do those 7 days a week. The white peach tea sangria is now live. All right, that's what's happening at Toast Winery.
Quite a bit.
So, I think so. Topical topics on a Tuesday. So you already talked about it.
I did talk about it.
You talked about it now, but the Values of Value, the podcast that I was on, has now been launched. So produced and hosted by Thomas Metelsky. That is out there now. There's a link posted on our social media now that if you're interested will take you to it, so you can listen. It's about 45 minutes long, so it's a bit of a commitment there. But a lot of your commuting and back and forth to work or whatever the case might be, you can just pop that on your phone and pop it on your speakers in the car and give that a listen. The Value of Values. Again, you can find the link on our social media, either well, I'll put it on Facebook and then our Instagram story, I guess, where I'd have to put that link there to that. But you can find that there. A really good episode.
I do like that one.
I hadn't, it's been a while since I recorded it, so I didn't necessarily remember all the things that we talked about.
Right.
I was really good. I was really happy with how it turned out.
I am too.
I thought it was a great conversation. You get some really good insight into our history here.
Very deep.
At Toast Winery, you get some insight into the values that Jane and I really believe in and kind of instill and bring into this business every day. And you even get a little background on where some of those values came from. So I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really interesting conversation. And again, he's done a whole feature on several other wineries, winemakers, and owners alike that you can check out as well. Why don't you listen to mine first, of course, and then you can start exploring and listening to those other things. Really good stuff that he's done. And I really thought ours turned out pretty well. I was very happy with it. So thank you, Thomas. Thank you. I appreciate you including me. I think he's going to be up here next month.
Oh,
so
good.
We may. I'd love to get him on the show
of course.
If we can get things aligned right in terms of when he's here and when we're recording. But if not, hopefully we will get to meet him at least face to face.
Good. So I will still like that.
Look forward to that. Yeah, exactly. Jason. Or Thomas.
Or Thomas. Maybe Thomas.
He didn't remember Cameron's name.
So
but you listen to the episode. And he was very apologetic about it as well.
It was very kind.
Yes, he's very apologetic about it. But it's a little joke there. But you got to listen to the episode.
You have to know.
You got to listen to the episode. All right. So that's that.
That's that.
And also 1 week from now, I feel like I haven't done any prep on this since last week. So now we're down to a week to go. It is the 1 year anniversary show of Toast Tuesday. You're not going to want to miss this. You're not going to want to miss this. So we've got to do some planning. We talked about me doing the Black Glass Challenge.
We have.
Okay? So that's going to be on you to put together.
Absolutely.
All right.
Excited to see that.
So we'll do that on the show. I'm going to announce the top 5 now. So give you a chance to think about it.
Get ready for it.
So we've now done a year's worth of shows. And so I want to know what your top five was.
Interesting. Okay.
Out of all the shows we've done, let's go through your favorite ones that we've done throughout the year. Your top five lists.
Top five.
All right, that's going to be fun. So we'll do that. We'll pull that out. I've got something interesting that I am going to reveal to the people as well. We're going to talk about Will Smith. So maybe it'll be Will Smith Day. Maybe we'll declare it Will Smith Day.
Shall we?
Not just Will Smith. Do you know who Will Smith is?
Of course I know who Will Smith is.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. Yeah, same guy. Fresh Prince.
I like him.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince and Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Summer season is summer. The first day of summer is we'll be here.
Good.
And what's the quintessential song of summer? Is Will Smith. Actually, it was done under Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff back then. Summertime. You know that song?
I don't know Summertime.
You don't? Come on, Cameron.
I know Wild West.
Summertime?
No.
I mean, it's just like it's a song about summer, right? That he came out with, and that would be the song you would put on. You'd roll the windows down on a warm day in the summer, and you'd be blasting "Summertime," and you'd head bobbing, and that's the song of summer.
That's the one. It's a go-to.
So you're gonna have to listen.
I'm gonna have to.
Before next week, because we're going to talk about it. I've got some insight. You're definitely not going to know it. I'm going to drop some knowledge on you guys that maybe you don't know either about this song that blew my mind. Blew my mind. This and another famous Will Smith song. I'm going to drop some knowledge on you about that. The things you don't know.
We do not know.
I'm going to question everything you know about the Fresh Prince. All right. It's coming next week, so you got to tune in for that. So, all right. So those are the things on slate right now for the big anniversary episode. It's probably going to be cake.
Oh,
gotta have cake.
We have to have cake for an anniversary.
It's an anniversary. We're going to have a cake.
It's a big day.
So there'll probably be some cake. But we got to come up with some other fun things too.
I'm sure we can figure out.
We definitely need to do that. So that's it. Next week, anniversary episode drops. I'm excited about that. That's going to be cool. Too. All right, Cameron, what are we drinking today? We've got something new today. Brand new.
It is a nice 2024 Dry Riesling this time.
2024 Dry Riesling. So new vintage release of our Dry Riesling.
Brand new.
Just went on the shelf this weekend. Been in the bottle for 2.5 months or so now, I would say. Maybe 2 months, but we put it on the shelf. We sold out of the old. Got the new here.
I know.
Let's check it out. This new vintage release and see what we think.
Even the nose is nice.
Oh yeah, a lot of fruit on the nose. So now we're talking about our last Dry Riesling that we were doing here, Toast 2021.
Yes.
All right. So people say maybe not the best year for fruit ripeness and fruit forwardness, although I thought that aged really well in the bottom. It was a nice wine at the end here. But this 2024, the fruit's definitely popping on the aromatics. Nice green apple on there, like a Granny Smith apple.
Yeah. That is lovely.
Yeah, I get a little pear there as well. Maybe even a little pineapple. And what I call lively acidity. Lively acidity. So it's nice and bright and fresh. Right? The 21 was great.
Yes.
As it aged, it was super smooth.
Yes, it was.
It had developed some of those petrol flavors that Riesling can get over time. So it was just really nice flavors, but very smooth.
Yes.
Right? Very smooth. Where this feels fresh.
Yeah.
This feels fresh,
picked it right off
fruity, and lively. Right. So this is a big difference in terms of the two wines, in terms of where they were. So I don't think either of them were nothing wrong with either of them, but they're very different.
This one just explodes a little more than the other one. It really does.
I like this one a lot. So come in, give this one a try. Again, 2024, great vintage.
Fantastic.
And this Dry Riesling is coming right into the folds of that. So really super happy about that and how that turned out. All right, nicely done.
Beautifully
we're
done.
On 2 pages
we're on
today.
2 today.
So I'm assuming this is going to be a longer episode because I'm on 2 pages. I couldn't even fit them all on 1 page. Top 5 list.
I'm excited.
Let's do the top 5 list. All right. So we know what we're doing next week. I get into these kicks. I get into these things when it comes to music that get stuck in these things, and I just listen. I just can't get out of it. I just listen to it over and over again.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm into this early '90s, 2000s rap phase.
Nice.
Rap music from the early '90s, or from the '90s and the early 2000s. That's what's been on my Spotify playlist, and so I was really curious to wonder what your top 5 rap artists would be.
I'm very anxious to see yours too.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been listening to. So it's like fresh on my mind.
Yeah.
And before we get to it, though, I do have I have a theory about rap artists. It's just something, you know, it's my rule. I don't. It's, you know, a rule that everyone has to apply to. But I don't think that you can adopt any new rap artists after the age of 30.
No.
After the age of 30, whoever you like from a rap standpoint, that's who you have to like. You don't get to.
Okay,
rap is it's got such youthful energy and a youthful vibe to it that I just like. I can't like Drake right now. I can't because it's too new.
Yeah.
It's too new. It's like my rap phase was back when I was younger. In my 20s and teens and 20s and whatnot, and so that's the rap. And I'm not adopting new rappers after 30.
This is it.
So you're good right now. So you still got like years to go, but you can adopt new rap. But that's it. When you turn 30,
that's it.
That's your doors closed in terms of new rappers. You can't like them. So
I do agree. I think that's fair.
That is my theory. Fair. You can't adopt a new rapper after the age of 30.
I like.
So my top 5 sticks to that. There were a couple I could have put on here, but I thought, nope, not doing it.
Can't do it.
All right.
Am I going first? You go first. All right. So he's a little more modern. His name was MF Doom.
All right. Wait. Say it again.
MF Doom.
MF Doom.
MF Doom.
But what's the MF stand for?
You know what it stands for.
I know. Yeah, see, it's exactly my point. I have no idea who that is. I've never heard of that person before in my whole life. And that's because I'm not adopting any new rappers.
Can't do it.
Doors closed.
You know Dr. Doom from Marvel, though, right?
Yes.
That's his big thing, is that he just wore the Doom mask all the time.
And he's MF Doom.
He's MF Doom.
He's MF.
Yeah.
MF Doom. Okay. All right. That's your number 5.
That's number 5.
He's your top 5 rapper. Okay.
Top 5.
That I never heard of. My number 5, Beastie Boys.
Oh, classic.
I mean, I just kind of like in my era, my teen era. They came out with License to Ill. That was the, that was the album of all albums, double album.
Yep.
You had to have that album back when in my day, and that's they really brought rap to the forefront for I think suburban white kids.
I would agree.
I think that's the suburban white kids. They really brought rap to the mainstream for us.
I like
so Beastie Boys.
Beastie
number
Boys.
5.
They're a classic.
Yes.
You may know who this is.
Okay.
Biz Markie.
Biz Markie.
Yeah,
I've heard of Biz Markie.
I love Biz Markie.
You like Biz Markie?
Yes, I do.
Okay. No, I'm thinking of something else. Okay. Biz Markie. Yeah.
Biz Markie.
I do know him.
Just a Friend is probably
my
go-to
Okay.
song. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Know that song. My number 4 also comes back in the day, probably the 80s. LL Cool J.
Cool J.
LL Cool J. Don't call it a comeback.
No, that's
I've been here for years.
Yeah.
It's LL Cool J. I love LL Cool J. My number 4.
Number 4. Number 3. Now that I've picked these rappers that I more listen to, and I've picked an album in case they want to listen to it as well. So I picked Chance the Rapper and his album Coloring Book are just like
Chance the Rapper
biggest
Coloring Book. You and the Toast Heads want to
in case they want to see a little new.
Check out Coloring Book. Chance the Rapper. I don't know who Chance the Rapper is.
He's good.
But this is it. This is exactly
You're
supporting my theory very much so because I don't know who any of these people are. And you're still able to adopt new rappers.
That's true. I got time.
My number 3, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
I love Snoop Dogg. Yeah. He's so chill. Yeah. He's so cool.
He's a low vibe. Yeah.
I love a little Snoop Dogg. I can listen to a lot of songs by Snoop Dogg.
Snoopy.
I like Snoop. My number 3.
All right, number 2. I had to. I'm sorry, but it is Kendrick Lamar, but his album Mad City.
Kendrick Lamar. You said he was on one of your first top 5 least favorite.
I'm talking
am I right on that?
Modern Kendrick. Old Kendrick is phenomenal.
Oh,
it is
so
true.
Old Kendrick
is
okay with.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm not even going to go down that path.
I knew it was. We're going to get some flack.
He's outside of my thing, but you did just for the record,
I did say that I
on
was
a previous top 5 list, he was on your least favorite musical artist.
Yes.
But now he's on your.
Kendrick.
Now he's number. Not even is he on your top 5 list. He's
number 2 on my
your top 5 rap list.
I know. It's a love-hate relationship, I would say.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Kendrick.
All right. I don't understand your list sometimes, but that's okay. They're your lists. My number 2, East Coast baby, Notorious B.I.G.
You're a Biggie fan.
Biggie Smalls. May he rest in peace. Biggie Smalls. I love Biggie Smalls.
I love Biggie.
He died way too early, and God knows what else he would have came out with. Had so many hits, so many great songs before he passed away. They still don't know who killed him. Well, they kind of do.
I don't think they'll ever know, you know?
Yeah. East-West was a big thing. East-West. You East or West?
I would say West.
Yeah? Yeah. Okay. I like them both.
They're good. There's no hate no more.
All right. Notorious B.I.G. Yeah. No, I love it. Love it.
Biggie Smalls.
Yep.
1, we're going Kid Cudi.
Who?
Kid Cudi.
Kid who?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Oh my God.
He is such a storyteller with any of his albums.
Okay.
Man on the Moon. Either 3. There are 3 albums, Man on the Moon. You pick either one.
What's your favorite Kid Cudi song?
Oh, my favorite. Up, Up, and Away.
Up, Up, and Away. All right. Maybe I'll check it out.
It's actually a really good song.
On the way home tonight. Up, Up, and Away.
Up, Up, and Away.
All right. This is good. This is the way I wanted it to go. Like, besides Biz Markie, I don't know any of those people. Well, I know Kendrick, obviously, but I don't know any of his music.
You would probably know a few Kid Cudi songs.
Okay, we'll see. My number 1, Outkast.
I mean,
Outkast.
Outkast
I love Outkast. Again, you know what I love about Outkast too is they were original music producers as well.
Yes.
Not just great rappers, but they sing.
Yep.
They do their own music. They're not sampling other people's music in the background, and it's so creative. So creative. I love them. Yeah. Great. You can listen to a little Outkast. My favorite Outkast song. You have a favorite Outkast song?
I think I do.
Yeah.
I would say Rosa Parks is probably my favorite one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Mine is Spodiody Dopalicious.
Oh, I like that one.
Spodiody Dopalicious. I just like saying it.
Say
Spodiody Dopalicious is awesome. Great horns.
Great Outkast.
Yeah, great Outkast song. Love that one. Spodiody Dopalicious. All right, there it is. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm in my 20s, trapped in this 56-year-old body.
You like this younger
kills
music,
me sometimes. You know? Like, I don't know why I get into all this stuff, but I'm loving it right now. Loving it. Revisiting all my old rap music right now on Spotify. So, all right, that's our top 5.
It's a good top 5.
That's our top 5.
Some moderns, some oldies,
rap artists. Everybody always wanted to know that.
They did. They did.
Now they know. I wonder who your top 5 favorite rap artists are.
Is it Run DMC? It might be.
No, that's that early. Because I grew up in the early rap genre. I grew up through that, right? But they were just kind of trying to figure it out. It doesn't hold up today. You go back and listen to that; it's kind of corny.
It is very corny.
It's corny, and it just doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up. Yeah, about the 90s is when they were really clicking. That's when they started clicking.
That's when it get in there.
Mid 90s, especially. So.
And by that point, it was over.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the toast. You don't know the song, so we're going to do this song. Copacabana. Barry Manilow. Everybody knows
I love
song,
Barry Manilow.
except for you, I guess. All right, let's do Copacabana for the toast today. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar across the crowded floor. They worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more? At the Copacabana. All right, cheers, everyone.